Coach. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Hands up! 15! 52's the mic. You ain't going nowhere. Watch Twitch. Watch Twitch.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's going to sling this deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Here we go,
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You 21. 21. Here we go. Check.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
They're not ready for that. Two. Check.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late.
Here we go.
Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington.
11.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180.
52, come on. I got you.
10. 52.
Stay with your man. Check.
21. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert! 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 General West! Say hi!
Garoppolo now. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 56 to Mike.
Alpha. Easy up.
Play action now. Dalton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Here we go, Ken.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he's into the clear, past the 20, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Bengals nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
2 by 2. Move.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the 2-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back, as he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm trying to collect. Undercrunch. 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 Slam. Slam. Slam.
21.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now
Here we go. Like 20.
I hope you run to the left, because I'm about to take you.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. The 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing, Dalton. Flush to his right. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Here's Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Dalton's throw on target to Tyler Boyd. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Eluding the pressure right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey, Haywood. I smell fear in that offense.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Regular. 52. Hey, Delta. What we got?
This will be Dalton again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
X3, 218, jump. You got time. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 26.
Another try for Mixon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Let him know. Jim.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a run with Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Here you go, Ken. Hey, high 7.
And now to the air, Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
21.
After you. Check 3.
Garoppolo on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Hey, guns.
Ringo.
1, Omaha.
Check 15. Alert 3.
Flag.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. 180.
QB's traps. Let's go.
11. 52.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Tight dog. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
They begin with a run by Mixon, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 1-yard line.
Hut. 18.
You want this?
My 52.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
Hut.
5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, nice move. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You got 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180!
54, right, 54. Let's go, defense.
Flag!
Defense. Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you.
Kill.
SOS.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. To the right side. Caught by Salek. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike. Here we go. 180!
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Man.
Hey, Mike 52. I got one.
Hey, gun.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check 52.
13. 21.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Carlos Dunlap. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
11.
Watch the safety creep.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Too little, Cupcake. Back.
One, Omaha.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Double dog. That's the way.
I got you. 21.
Play action. Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
20. 12, fellas, here we go.
Check 24.
Bang.
Jerry Hunt.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
25. Check 25.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Dalton to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Pettis. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Check.
White. 22 jet bomber.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here we go.
Set Hunt.
52.
Set Hunt.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter.
65.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 41 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts?
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Carlos Dunlap picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
After the sack, third and goal now from the 12.
Not to that. 36.
65.
Check 52's to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. His second touchdown of the game. His third on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Andy Dalton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary have really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
orbit.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Go on. Come on.
5-6, 5-6, 5-6.
To throw here, Dalton, escaping the pressure right. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Check up. Lead.
Check 52. Check.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Alert. 3 down.
Dalton. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Dalton. The quick slant caught. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Bullock's kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 77 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. D Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. So Dalton now. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Skirts by him at the 35. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for San Francisco, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.